Hello again, YouTube. The Altopian here. I'd give another review out of those 8 tobaccos I got from Milan Tobacco. And this one is called Hillman. Hope you can see that there. And it is a union of their 401 Burley mixture and their Midnight mixture. A dark, fire-cured mix of burley and vanilla fragrance, enjoyed by those around you for its gentle aroma. Now, it's listed as a non-aromatic, but it is a mixture of their burley and their Midnight, which is an aromatic. But we'll see what it's like here. Nice and mild. Good taste. Pleasant aroma. Very mild. Anyway, while I'm sampling some of this here, excuse me, thought I'd tell you another little joke. This is for all you cat lovers out there. This fellow, he worked real hard, and he was the scientific type. He had some big office job, and he kept his nose to the grindstone all the time, hardly went out, didn't have many friends, wasn't married, didn't have time for anything but his work. And his cat, he liked his cat. It was about the only constant companion he had. And lately the stress of work had been getting to him, and everybody at work and his family were all urging him to take a vacation, but he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to miss any work. But it was finally getting to him, and his brother talked him into it. He said, "Man, you've got to take a vacation." He said, "Well, yeah, but what about my cat? I can't leave my cat alone, and I can't take it on vacation with me, and I can't stand to put it in the pound. I couldn't stand that." And his brother said, "I'll take care of your cat. Don't worry about it. Just leave her with me. I'll take care of it. And you could call every night or two and get an update, and you'll know how she is, and everything will be fine." Says, "Are you sure that? I love that cat. Everything will be fine." Well, okay. So the man went on vacation. Anyway, he got to wherever it was he was going and got settled in his hotel, and that night he called his brother. Said, "How's Fluffy?" And his brother said, "Well, sorry to tell you, but your cat's dead." "My cat's dead? My cat's dead?" He just blurted out that my cat's dead. I said, "Well, it's dead. It climbed up a tree and fell out and crashed, and that was it. That's all she wrote." Just blurt out something like that. "Well, your cat's dead. I had to tell you." He said, "Yes, but you could have broken it to me easily." Well, how was I supposed to do that? Your cat's dead. How am I supposed to break that to you easily? He said, well, the first night when I called, you could have said Fluffy climbed up in a tree and she's stuck up there, but don't worry, we have the fire department working on it, and we'll try to get her down, and I'll let you know what happens. And the next night when I called, you could have said, well, the fire department tried to get Fluffy out of the tree, and she slipped and fell and hit the ground, and but don't worry, she's in at the vet's now, and we think everything will be all right. He's working as hard as he can on her. We'll let you know if anything happens. And the third night when I called, you could have said, well, we're sorry, the vet tried all he could, had her in surgery, but she passed away peacefully. I'm sorry your cat died. And that way you could have broken the news to me gently. His brother said, okay, I'm sorry. I should have thought about your feelings. So the next time anything bad happens, I'll be more considerate and I'll break the news to you gently. Man said, I would appreciate that. Thank you. Said, by the way, how's Mom? Well, Mom climbed up to the tree yesterday and we can't get her down. I've always thought that one was a cute one. Let's see. Trying to think of another cat joke. Cat was crossing a railroad track. Almost got across the track before the train came along. The train ran over part of the cat's tail, cut it off, and went on by. Cat was so startled it turned around and went back over to the track and looked down at the piece of tail laying there. About that time another train came from the other direction and ran over the cat's head. Moral of the story is, don't lose your head over a little piece of tail. Yeah, I shouldn't have told that one. You do have to keep puffing on this stuff a little bit to keep it going, but remarkably smooth. And the room note is great. Really good, really good. Not as good as hazelnut, of course, but very good. Smoking it in another one of my no-name basket pipes. Not fancy, but affordable. I really like this one. I didn't think I would when I first opened it up. I wasn't sure about it. But I really do like it. Yep. Hillman from Milan Tobacco. MilanTobacco.com. And when you go there, tell them the Utopian sent you. Oh, and remember, I've got Carter Hall in the canisters. You guys can go hog wild. I'm going to have to